it's nap time and I'm gonna craft. I want to make sconces for this wall, but I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it yet. So let me just show you this. This is the artwork that I made recently when we painted our walls white. It used to be a green wall here, and I did not like how it looked. Like, I actually feel like we were finally able to decorate and like make it feel like us, and I liked it, but it just feels so much bigger when you're actually in the house to have these walls white. So I love that, and I want to embrace that like clean, minimal feel, which is why I made this artwork all white. I have a blog post about it. Maybe I can show you sometime here, but it's basically just paint chips glued onto a big bulletin board. I really like how it looks, but I want to frame it with a sconce on each side of this. I am now in the dining nook, and all of my craft stuff is in this bench behind there. This is another corner that needs some work. It doesn't have a shelf in it because I accidentally gave away the shelf on Buy Nothing. Okay. These are our craft supplies. I'm pretty sure somewhere in here I have wooden spheres. Yes, actually they're right here. Perfect. I originally got these because I want to add sphere feet to my son's bookshelf, which I still want to do, so I could save these for that. I don't know if I somehow attach these. Maybe I could make something kind of cool. Add like a platform up here. The only thing is, I don't know how. I guess let's see if we can figure it out, because I think that would look kind of nice. While I'm over here, let me give you a little tour of this nook. Okay, so this is our dining nook, and we just have a bunch of art. I kind of want to eventually wallpaper this room, but I was thinking in the meantime, having art on the wall all over is kind of a way to like have a little bit of the wallpaper feel, like cozy and artsy. These are all frames that I got from Goodwill, and then I just painted on the back of the frame. And then all the plants are fake. I used to be a big plant person, and I still would love to be, but I just don't have the time to take care of them anymore. Plants, they seem so innocent and they seem so easy. It seems like, oh, just water them. But no, plants are like another child. Like, there's so much work to keep them healthy and alive. And also, whenever it gets to be Christmas, then I want to like redecorate anything, and the live plants, they ruin my vibe. But I have nowhere to put them during Christmas. We don't have like, I don't know, where would I put them? They would burn outside. Let's see if we can find how to attach two wooden spheres to each other. The nice thing about AI these days is I can ask such a specific question, and I feel like, yep, okay. It says I can do number 1, glue. Okay, number 2, using dowel joints. This method offers more strength. Oh, flatten a small area. That sounds like a power tool job. I don't know, I'm gonna experiment with that and see what happens. The spheres are cheap enough that I feel like not too worried if I accidentally waste one, but I don't have any dowels yet, so I think the next step is we need to go to the craft store, get some dowels, and get a couple more wooden balls, and then oh yeah, I also have to look up how to attach it to the wall. I think I'm kind of the same way with crafts as I am with recipes, which is I don't like to follow them. This one I think would look really nice, but I'm not sure if we need them to be bigger. Can you hold this for me? I don't like to follow very nitty-gritty, detailed instructions because I just get kind of overwhelmed. Like, if I have to measure things a bunch of times and mark things and do math, it's not that I couldn't bring myself to do that. It's just like, then it becomes no longer fun. It just becomes work. It's like, well, now I'm doing this and I'm trying to be perfect and trying to do a good job. And I think what's more refreshing and life-giving, what's like the fun of art to me, is when you can just kind of like let your creative side flow and just kind of see what comes out. And that's also the heart behind my brand name change to Weekend Artist Society. It's ideas for the weekend artist, for people who want to kind of get in touch with their creative side or their artsy side during their spare time and use it as a way to just relax. I still have to figure out dowels because I think that's most likely that's going to be how we attach them. They have some really big dowels here, but I just kind of want to get them pre-cut. So I'm going to see if they have like a bag of craft small dowels, and if not, dowel. Then we might need to go Home Depot anyways for the mounting plates. This is what I threw in the cart, and I don't think we're going to use all of it, but I'm going to decide if I can figure out the mounting with just the spheres. Otherwise, this is kind of like my backup plan, and this is my backup plan. Before we leave here, we also need to check out their fabric section, because now that Joann's is closed, Michael's apparently is carrying more fabric. and I want to make some quilts. I want to get like into quilting and be a person who quilts. They have all their pretty fall decor out right now. This is not what we came here for because we already have candles, but like, wow, battery candles are getting so much prettier. I used to be so annoyed they didn't really have options besides just the plain white ones, but these are very tempting. I feel like they're overpriced, but so pretty. Okay, looks like this is their fabric section. We got half of an aisle. Like this is, I'm not super impressed by the selection. Wouldn't buy most of it, but they have a couple cute florals and they have some decent cotton solids, which is great for quilting. $4 a yard, that's actually really good. It would be such a fun comfort craft. They're like these tiny little needlepoint kits. It looks like they're $6 each. I feel like this would be so fun for like a craft party to have a bunch of friends over and like make little tiny embroidery, or it's like cross stitch, which is really easy. Basically just making a bunch of X's with thread. These would be fun. I'll link them. Strawberry one too, so cute. So I've been looking for sconces that I can put on either side of the art that have a more rounded feel to kind of like soften all the right angles that are in this room. Something that would have the same effect as the art in that they add texture, but they don't add like too much busyness. And then ideally I was looking for some type of natural material. I also didn't want to have to wire something into the wall, and I wanted to have really warm light coming from it. So basically I was feeling really picky about these sconces. Question. I'm looking for a way to mount these onto the wall, or I could do a square if it's easier. Are there like picture frame mounts or something?
There are picture frame mounts. I think they're actually at the end of this aisle.
Originally, I wanted these to be lights, but there's no wiring for a sconce light right now. So we would either have to add that, which we're not going to do, or we would have to do battery lights, which I was planning to do, but it really limits the type of light you can have. So I'm really picky about like color temperature, and a lot of the battery bulbs that I've seen don't get super warm. They get like, they'll have like a warm, cool, medium option, but the warmest battery bulb I've seen is still not that warm. That's one issue. And then I also love the like more modern style, but a lot of the modern lights have like sphere covers or globe covers, and that kind is really hard to take on and off. So it doesn't really make sense with a battery light because you have to charge them all the time. Okay, so I have my collection here of stuff I'm gonna try. I found these 1/4-inch dowels, which I actually think will work really well. We could also do this, and then we could add the mounting plate more easily to the cube. So one of the hangers that came in this kit is these small hooks, and they just have one hole to attach them. So I actually think it could work on the spheres. The only thing is, if there's only one, I don't think it will hang straight. So I'd probably want to put 2 on each, and I have 4 of them in the kit, so maybe that would work. So it says 1/4-inch dowel pins. So to drill the hole, this is the 1/4-inch. I'm just gonna try going one slightly smaller than that. I am scared, A, of using this drill and this wood, and B, of waking up my child who is napping. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, that's gonna spin. Professional craftsmanship right here. I'm sure this is how all the pros secure things. You can measure how deep you want to drill and then put a piece of tape on the drill bit so that you can see when you've gone that deep. And I didn't do that. That would have been smart. That is how deep I need to drill. Okay, so it's like right there. Whoa. Okay, these two are attached. Oh, I'm so happy that worked. After having completed this project, I think I was making it really complicated when I didn't need to. It was actually so simple. Once I figured out the process, it only took me 25 minutes to make the second one. So basically, here's the more simple tutorial now that I know how to do it. You take 3 spheres. In the bottom sphere, you drill 1 hole. In the middle sphere, you drill 2 holes. that are the size of your dowels. In the top sphere, you drill one hole that's the size of your dowel and one that's a smaller pilot hole that you're going to screw into. And you take a coaster, you drill one pilot hole into that for your screw. Then you put some glue on your dowels, use those to connect the spheres, screw the coaster on top, and then you just screw 2 little hooks on the back. Really quick, let me show you this picture framing kit, like maybe a year ago, and it has come in so handy for hanging stuff on the wall. It's just these, I don't know what these hooks are called, but they can hold like a decent amount of weight without adding an anchor or anything to the wall because the nail goes in at an angle, and they can hold up to, I think this one is up to 50 pounds. So I'm hoping that my content will be kind of like your mental break on the internet, somewhere you can go to just get like fun ideas without overthinking. I made the second one. It only took me 25 minutes. The first one took an hour and a half. The second one took 25 minutes. And I just like pre-drilled all the holes and did it that way. It turned out, again, a little bit lopsided since I didn't measure anything, but I think it will still hang really well. Headphones? Okay. And then I think I decided it will look better right now. I hung it so that with a small candle, the candle is centered, but I think I want to move them higher where this whole thing is centered. Sconces were kind of like the perfect example to start off with because it's something that I genuinely want in my house. It doesn't feel too like, I don't know, crafty. I don't know how else to say it, but like it doesn't feel like I have more paper junk in my house. But at the same time, it's just enough of a challenge, just enough of my creative side to feel enjoyable. So that's my goal, is to post that type of content, stuff that you actually want to have or give away, but it's also fun to make. So welcome to the Weekend Artist Society, where we will make art for the weekend.